Let me now map out the way this DVD is going to be structured, and I'm going to give you a basic layout of the variations which we're going to cover. So let's get to our basic position first, where black plays his queen to b6. And in the first section we're going to look at white's fifth move alternatives to knight c3 and knight b3. We're going to look at moves such as c3, just bolstering the knight. Not really an open Sicilian move, but some white players have done that. Kind of an overreaction to the move queen b6. That's not a dangerous line for black. We're going to look at knight to b5, which is a pretty interesting variation. It looks as though black could just hit that knight and drive it back, but in fact white's preparing to play bishop e3 with a gain of time on the queen. This is a tricky line, and black must learn the line well. We're going to look at, however unlikely it may seem, knight to a3. That's been played quite a few times. Again, a tricky line with white intending to go knight to c4. And finally, we're going to look at bishop to e3, a very sharp move, which in a way resembles a poison pawn variation, because white is deliberately giving up the pawn on b2. Should black take that pawn or not? Well, I think he should, and therefore queen takes b2 is going to be the recommended move here. So that will be section 1. Going back to the line after queen b6, obviously in section 2 we're going to cover knight to c3, which is the standard open Sicilian move. And against that I've got two moves for you. In the first section we're going to look at bishop c5, which is the sharpest line. We've already seen a game featuring that move. And then we're going to look at a6, a very uncommonly played variation, because normally, you know, the queen will be on c7 at this point. Yet the very fact that black is able to tie down this bishop on c1 makes the position slightly different from other Sicilian variations. And this can also be recommended to black, so you can pick and choose from those two moves. And in the final section we're going to look at knight b3, which many will play automatically. They don't like that pressure on the knight at d4, and so they retreat the knight away from the centre, which in itself is a small gain for black, because the knight is less influential on b3 than it is on d4. So that will be the way this DVD is structured. Let's get on with the first section.